We are within shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, it is the opener of the 2024 NFL season, as it'll be the Dragons of St. Louis taking on the Cleveland Browns. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from Cleveland. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
To about the 35, second down. From the 35, here's a 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about tiny? Here we go. You're talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt. This is brought in at the 21. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10. Just shy of the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
To throw is Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fielded at about the 28. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. A mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro
coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick six.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tagged as one of the best in the league the prior season.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
And they'll go on the ground. Denzel Ward, the number 4 pick in the 2018 draft, making the tackle from his corner spot.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
On second down, here's Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Having been a corner that's worked this up, yeah, but ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. He'll take it at the 42. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the 50, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Rocky started throwing the football. He's missed now on his first 4 attempts.
Eager to see what his demeanor is going to be from this point forward, because the best ones, they missed the first 15 attempts, and they think they're going to hit the next 15. Let's see if he has that type of an attitude.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones, and it's 3rd down.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. David Njoku, 50 yards.
And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Well, it's only week 1, CD, but right now this offense, they look in mid-season form.
And what we're seeing is the benefits of all their dedication in the offseason. OTAs, mini camps, preseason, you name it, they did it. All that work in preparation, we're seeing them play really well right now. They're making it all pay off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Hey, Ken.
Second down, they go again with Henry. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick 6, and here he ends up on his backside.
And you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick 6, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, and it winds up falling incomplete.
And he's missed now his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 42. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Fields on 1st down. He's got Derrick Henry again, back-to-back catches. So no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. St. Louis football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Again, Fields. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 23.
A gain of 19 yards. And the St. Louis first down.
And they'll run it here. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That was a good, strong run for a first down, and they're just dominating right now on this drive. They've stayed on the field, which consequently means the opposition's offense can't get out there and score any points.
And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
Second and goal at the Browns' 9-yard line.
They'll give Henry another shot. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
2 things to watch. First is strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be incomplete. Also a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, that's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get 6s instead of 3s.
So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well, somewhat calm, only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Look and repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw on second is Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's 21-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here comes the return from the very back of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns will take over possession here up at the 44. Boy, that one was in the air for an agonizingly long time.
Just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They go with Chubb on second down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 47 yards. And the Browns are able to add on to their first half lead. Gano the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Right.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Go.
Again, it's Henry. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first down carry for Henry. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
89 yards rushing for him in this first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Henry. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
Hey, Ken. Right.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
They set up the screen for Henry. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt.
Sly able to put this one through.
And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things?
That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Faking the give. Now Watson. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a fourth down.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. A 41-yard punt there with no return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Now a first down throw, Fields.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Here we go.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Yep. Angel.
Now Fields.
Slings this deep for McLaurin.
Oh, Fields is intercepted for a third time. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. So still no touchdowns allowed by this defense. They get the interception there. CD, they have been rock solid.
And at this point, I think they have to expect that they're going to see some shots taken down the field. And that was almost a desperation throw right there, just kind of hoping something good can happen, a completion, a pass interference. But this was anticipated well, and they came up with the INT.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
2nd and 10.
This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And now they're in the hurry-up.
No gain on the play.
Here's Watson now on second down.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Henry again on second down.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
105 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Fields going to change things up here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Slings this deep from McLaurin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown! Terry McLaurin, 68 yards. And the Dragons are able to cut into that deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Handoff, Strong running left.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Trucks over it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They have punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. Yeah, he would go out right near the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
On 2nd down, a run with Strong.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper.
Watson hooking up with Cooper there for the Cleveland first.
Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so lucky. Thank his lucky stars, he was able to get that one back.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long. And this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal. Because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
Now Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Donovan Peoples-Jones
from 19 yards away.
And the Browns will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The corner blitz pays off there as they sack him for a loss of 5.
No marks, no marks. Watch right.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Hey, 551, 551.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues. Not a great start to this drive. You had the sack, now the false start.
I mean, it doesn't take much to either read lips or just imagine what the head coach is saying right now. Get your head in the game, guys. Let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Fields. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
The offense on 3rd down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile.
Fields now to throw. Open man, that's Henry.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
On 1st down, it's Fields.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. But just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception. And this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Griffin.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
19 Lions.
Griffin. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Well, there you go, Charles, the first completed pass of his young career.
And we expect it not to be his last. Very good to get the first one out of the way, though, as he begins his career.
Throw left side complete. That's Griffin. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover. And they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Caught on a slant. Touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Browns are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, Charles, no matter what the prognosticators say before the season, whether they think you're going to be good, bad, or somewhere in the middle, you never quite know how week 1 is going to play out. But for them, it has been an impressive performance, and they are well on their way to a 1-0 start.
Yeah, it's a lot like opening up presents, isn't it, partner? You're not quite sure what's inside, but you're hopeful, right? In this case, exactly what they were looking for, exactly what they need.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest.
Here we go, son.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Fields hit and the ball is loose. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3.
And sometimes it doesn't matter how big and strong and powerful you are. The defense is going to win an occasional battle, and they did on that one. Stopped him well short of picking up a 1st down.
Hey, 551, 551. Hey, K. Extend. Hey, K. Right.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Here we go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
This offense so far on third down, they've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 5. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
They snap it to Fields. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here's Fields.
And his throw is incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here we go.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Now it's Fields. He's got the hookup downfield to Samuel.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Fields.
And he will find his man Samuel. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now the offense will stay out there. They're going to line up and try for 2.
Fields trying to throw for him.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further.
Joey Sly set to kick off.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Start.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the fourth quarter, and now can really take some time off the clock. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Griffin going to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier. He wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up, but he certainly will have some explaining to do.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And one last throw here for Fields.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one and one of our early window games here in week one.